For this discussion post, I chose to investigate the Memorial Park Cemetery with the nearby West Lawn Cemetery in Dania Beach, Florida, which are a block apart, and one cannot discuss one of them without discussing the other, because of their shared history. In order to understand the history of the cemeteries, one must first understand the history of Dania Beach, Florida. Dania Beach has a very vibrant and special history within the South Florida community. The city of Dania Beach was originally incorporated in 1904 and is the oldest city in Broward County. The city of Dania Beach gets its name from the Methodist Danish families who were the first to move in and settle in this area in the 1880s. The Memorial Park Cemetery was first founded in 1909 by Chas Pratt C.E., and it was initially called the Dania City Cemetery. At the time, it was named the Woodlawn Cemetery. Initially, the Memorial Park Cemetery was a mixed-race cemetery. Unfortunately, in 1937, Dania Beach opened up the West Lawn Cemetery and segregated the two. The Memorial Park Cemetery of Woodlawn, as it was called, was for white residents only, and the West Lawn Cemetery was to be used for black residents. Even in death, racism wanted to keep people segregated. Even those black families that had their loved ones interred in the Memorial Park Cemetery had to exhume the graves of their dead loved ones and reinter them at the West Lawn Cemetery. In 1986, the practice of segregating the dead officially ended, and Memorial Park Cemetery was once again opened to all. Both cemeteries are flanked on all sides by rows of single-family homes and located in the middle of suburban Dania Beach, about a few miles from the coast and away from a big city environment. Roughly 37% of the population of Dania Beach are religious, with roughly 34% being of a Christian denomination, with Catholics making the majority at 16.5%. The graves reflected this pretty well. There are not rows of white crosses or tombstones, but more so modern plaques on the grounds to mark graves. It is evidenced by the graves that there are more Christian graves the older you go, which suggests a clear reflection of the society today, which is largely non-religious and even non-Christian. One can tell by driving around the neighborhood in which the cemeteries are located and the grave markers that the cemetery's older graves do not reflect the socioeconomic status of the population around it. The neighborhood has become a very poor neighborhood, but the older graves reflect more opulence and a sense that the people buried there had more money and came from money. The older gravestones are made of marble or fine granite, and other stones had tall tombstones or obelisks, whereas the newer ones were plaques on the ground.